Okay, I'm just gonna have them on 2 different. And it's bombers, and let's just add some fighters. And control click 100 fighters. That should be enough to overwhelm my opponents, and we still have some naval bombers, so I guess I could just place them here and tell them to just sink whatever is in the Baltic. That might be just fine. I'm not sure what's the range. The range might not be enough for that, but well, otherwise we're just wasting them. We actually have enough manpower to do this stuff. These are just... oh, strategic bombers. I don't think I'm gonna use strategic bombers anyway. I think strategic bombers are just basically useless. And naval strike, yes, so just naval strike around. That might just be enough. So the fact that it doesn't like that we don't have enough motorized is actually quite worrying. So we... no, we have enough motorized, just barely enough motorized. Okay, so I'm gonna save it now because I spent so much time on this shuffling, and if there's any bug in any of the mods, it's just gonna take forever to do it again. So let's just... wow. This national unity, that's just bullshit national unity. Oh well. And yeah, whatever. The Great Purge stuff. I hope they're not actually walking and they're actually using strategic redeployment, because if they're actually walking, that's gonna be really painful. So let's take a look how long until we actually have our supply. 140 days. 800 days. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. So we need a lot more infantry equipment. Support equipment, 30 days. 300 days. Yeah, we don't have any army XP to actually change our templates. Yeah, so I keep saying missing equipment production, but well... what do you need? Waiting for equipment, light tank and infantry equipment. Okay, so they're actually not waiting for motorized. Well. So the first thing we need to do obviously is just to go for war economy, but well... more than 15%. Also, here's a funny story, because everybody's going to declare war on me, and most of those countries are democratic. World tension is going to actually be 0%. So I won't be able to pass this. It's so sad, it's just so sad. Yeah, consumer goods, that's just annoying. Actually, I should probably just go straight for total mobilization. What do I need for total mobilization? I need to be at war. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight for total mobilization. We know when it's gonna happen. It's going to happen as soon as we finish the Great Purge, which is going to be 210 days total. So what's the date? That's like September or August? Well, no idea. We'll see. The Purge events are going to start happening. Oh my god, that's just miserable. And as you can see, like, AI is just going to create gaps in the line. Okay, so please redeploy yourself. Right. 9 divisions, 3 divisions. Iran has 3 divisions? Really? Iran has 3 divisions. Okay, change of plans then. If Iran has only 3 divisions, this, I think, is a much better target than Afghanistan, so let's just move you. Yeah, just go there. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to get Iran first, and probably Afghanistan, like, or maybe those minors later. The thing is, like, even if we puppet them, it doesn't actually fix anything, because, like, France is probably going to land troops here, and just gonna attack us from there. That might happen. I think Turkey has a relatively decent army. Oh, that's a misclick. Oh, god. Let's try to misclick less. Yeah, 27 divisions versus our not that many sitting here. Wait. What the hell? Why aren't you here? Oh, okay. Okay. Apparently I missed that. Oh yeah, those guys. I don't think I can transport them here. Can I? No, I can't transport them here. Because Turkey has the straits, so they will unfortunately have to be here. And what is this? Mostly garbage. Battleship, light cruisers, submarines. I guess it's not completely total nonsense. Okay, actually let's take a look at the fleets. Navies. Where are all the navies? Okay, let's merge the navies. Oh, okay, so actually all the navies that came here. I thought it's gonna take them much longer. Yeah, so there are mods that actually make this better. Okay, so we actually have a decent navy. Well, relatively speaking. Okay. So one thing we need to do is, unfortunately submarines are completely useless, so we have to separate them, and the same here. Oh, this is mostly submarine navy, okay. I did some testing for naval combat. It's like all the results of my testing are on Reddit, so if you're interested you can take a look. Capital ship submarine attack, okay. So what I could do is I could just make them all patrol around. And the same way here, you could just search and destroy here. Don't think it's going to make much difference. Okay, yeah, let's just keep going. Yeah, those guys just need to defend themselves. It might be difficult because we're going to lose a lot of organization due to Great Purge, and yeah, you can see how amazing AI is, and just... Then again, like, this is a relatively short front line, so maybe it's fine. It should be like 8 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... oh yeah, that's not a tile actually. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Why is it 10 guys here? Alright. Alright, and now the purging starts. Okay, I'm just gonna rearrange the front line first. Like, let's move it here, and let's move you here. Okay, so who are we losing? National unity, I don't think that we care about that all that much. Daily communist support, we care about, like, even less. That's political power loss. Okay, so daily communist support sounds completely worthless. As we're already 100% communist or something close to it, so let's just get rid of this, I guess. Then national unity also kind of like sounds useless. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to get rid of like puppet Poland. Maybe we'll. If we can puppet Poland, that's just lovely. By the way, Iran was like the first country I played as, just to learn how the game works, and I'm probably gonna go back to it at some point. Yeah, so all the events and stuff are still there except for the faction. So we're playing with a no faction mode because everybody's going to be against us. There's no point in faction system, but they will still start their fights. So there will be like Spanish Civil War at some point, and both sides are going to declare on us, assuming this happens before the Great Purge finishes. Oh, I forgot to put anybody here. Okay, that is going to be a bit of a problem. Right, so change of plans. Let's get some of those guys from Poland. Yeah, I need some Finnish border. Finland is much more important, so let's just actually get some guys from Polish border. Let's get like 6 and 6. And this is going to be... do I need them? Okay, Baltics. Oh wait, please select all of them. Okay, so they're not actually there to take Estonia. They're actually there to... what are they there for? I kind of want them to support my tanks, so my tanks are going to go for like the main... to be like the main force, and then after them Maybe it's a stupid idea, I don't know. I kinda want some infantry in the north, because I want to just go like that with tanks, and then later have like infantry just fill in and puppet all those 3 miners. Ah well, we'll see what happens. By the way, the most important place to defend is Leningrad. It has 10 factories. That's like 15% of our entire industrial base. Like stuff like that, there's nothing here, so nothing to defend. Vladivostok has I think 1 dockyard, and there's 1 ship factory here, and sorry, I think second is those some are yeah, there's a second here, and I think there's some stuff to defend around here as well, and yeah, there's 4 civilian factories here between those 2 states. Here we have all our resources, so we need to defend it, and some ship factories, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, so there's 5 factories to defend, 6. No, okay, this is a bit deeper. So we have a lot of stuff to defend, but Leningrad is like the most important thing. If we lose Leningrad, it's gonna hurt us a lot, and it's really easy to defend because there's Finland there. Okay, so next thing we need is we need to get a research time bonus. So after the Great Purge, what we're going to get is we're going to go for extra research slots. That's pretty key. We're fighting against like Germany and US. Oh yes, we're fighting against the US straight away, which sounds pretty horrible. Okay, that sounds much less appealing. My proportions. I have smaller army than Poles. Okay, I definitely need more infantry equipment, so let's actually go to production. Let's minimize this. More infantry equipment. Let's get like 2 lines. Or maybe 3 lines. Yeah, maybe it was a mistake to build light tanks. I don't know. Well, the most important thing is that we need to keep building that all the time, non-stop. And our focus tree is going to give us some more, but that's gonna take a while. So yeah, this is just waiting. Fun things are going to start happening. I mean, Spanish Civil War is going to happen at some point. We'll see how it goes. The biggest risk is Japan. As you can see, they have troops on our borders, and we do not have any troops to defend from them. And the other risk is that everybody's gonna rush us. Like, Germany is relatively weak at this point, but they're gonna get stronger very quickly. Anti-Comintern Pact. Yes, this is going to be the most successful... Oh no, I plan to for everybody to attack me. That's the plan. That's this campaign. I modded it specifically so everybody attacks me. Alright. We don't want civil war. Oh my god. So a lot of those guys are going to get lost. So mass assault doctrine, army defense, army maneuver. Okay, navy. I don't care. I don't care. Tukhachevsky. Okay. What here is super important? Actually, let's take a look what we're gonna get. And maneuver is okay. Defense is okay. Experience is irrelevant at this point. Division training time is irrelevant. I think defense is probably the best one, or speed. Navy, I don't care about air navy. Okay, I'm just trying to decide whom to purge. Capital ships, I don't care. Okay, Rokossovsky is somebody I want to keep. And that loses us 2 generals, 1 field marshal. And division training time. Ugh. Ah well, fine. I'm not even sure if it's optimal or not. Yes, I plan to attack everybody for the fun of it. That's the only reason. It's not like good gameplay or anything. It's just more entertaining.
is the point of this if not entertainment? Okay, basic machine tools, so let's get the most important thing. This is the computer industry. And just because we're playing in a silly way doesn't mean that we shouldn't do at least one thing, right? Yeah, so we actually... Oh, okay, we can actually finally pass something. So... we could actually go for total mobilization as day one thing. Or we could start increasing conscription levels. Or is there anything else that I completely need? Do I have the guy that gives me more points? No, I don't see that. Capital of industry is actually... No, this is sieve factories. That doesn't matter. Okay, nothing here matters really. I could get some of those guys, but I might be purging them, so that's always a risk that you get somebody and then purge them anyway. Okay, so... yeah, that's fine. So I could save for total mobilization, or I could go for a higher conscription level. And I think I'm gonna go for higher conscription level first. Because we're going to go to service by requirement at least. I think it should be enough. Or at minimum extensive conscription, but probably service by requirement, so... let's start by limited conscription. Yeah, we won't get the next one until after the war starts. Right. I don't care. That is actually a good one. And that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. Okay, so the only one I care is the one that improves the weather. Naval reformer, ground support, air support, close air support expert, that's just 3%. Army regrouping, division recovery rate. Nothing here seems like super important. I should probably have planned this before. Like, air safety seems relatively decent. And here... ah, fine, whatever. I shouldn't be overthinking this, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's first world over. So at least Ethiopia is not going to attack us, so that's one country fewer. Okay, we have a lot of guys. Yeah, we can just schedule this, but it's not going to happen at all. They have artillery and nothing else. Yeah, just let's max up training. Production, yeah, if we can, we should just produce everything. Yep, the Great Purge completed. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-second break. It's just, I guess we should just start going this way. And after the 5-second break, I'm gonna make the war declare war on me. Right, it is time. It is exactly time. So let's slow the game down to speed 2 for now. I'm gonna save just in case my script just somehow backfires. So this is the small problem that once Spanish Civil War starts, we're not going to have a war with nationalist Spain because there's gonna be a new country. Let's just event World Revolution 1, and that's just something I coded just for this campaign. And we have 24 hours and then everybody declares war on us. How fun is this?
Unless the thing crashes, but I tested it twice to see that the event works. So let's see how far are we going to get before everybody just starts wrecking us. Yep, exactly. So there's a small bug is that I cannot I tried to see if I can remove all those pop-ups, and nope, I can remove every other pop-up but not the war pop-up. So there's no way to remove this stuff from top of the screen now. The only way to remove this stuff is to finish those wars. Or have them merge. Good. Time to fight. Okay, let's remove this stuff, and we're going to fight our way to Tehran. That's a pretty good direction because we have actually a chance to get somewhere. So one thing I didn't do because it's more coding and that would actually probably make this game a bit more enjoyable is to tell everybody there's gonna be a war, so they actually put troops on the borders, because right now as they don't know that there's gonna be a war, their troops are pretty much everywhere. So some of the troops are on the border, but because nobody warned the AI, they actually don't know there's gonna be a war, so otherwise all the troops would be on my border. And that would make it somewhat harder, at least, I mean, at least the first 2 months of war, because eventually all of them are gonna go on my borders anyway. Alright. My great cavalry army. It's not that unrealistic, even at this stage, cavalry was still a thing. Okay, I hope that I will be able to get Tanutuva and a few other small countries before anything happens, and then I will be able to just get those troops to serious borders. Okay, so those guys just need to defend, and they have the penalty. Well, where's the penalty? Minus 50% organization. This is a really painful penalty. Like, the doctrine research time doesn't matter, but organization 50%, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, so those tanks can't be replaced. Once we lose the tanks, there's just no way around it. Okay, so you guys... Okay, let's just try to just drive into Riga. That might work. Especially if we do it on slow speed. Okay, let's try to just push our way through. And here we should just try to just create some more space. There's no natural defenses here, so those guys should mostly defend. So that's fine. This is just delete. And this line, that should also be deleted. And we're going to micro all those fronts. So we have one front here. They're not going to conquer Finland, just basically secure Leningrad. But Finland is like the next target after we just deal with this stuff. So those guys need to go to Riga, and after Riga go to Tallinn, and then on to Kaunas. Those guys need to try to get Tehran. I think Iran has relatively high unity, 70%, and all those small bits that are actually valuable, so it's not going to be that easy to take it. And yes, Xinjiang and Tanutuva and then Mongolia, that might fall. So let's start going. Yeah, some of the wars merge with the puppets, so like Philippines war and so on. It's all speeds too because there's so many fronts. Yeah, 3 versus 1, like 10 versus 1, even in fairly bad conditions. Okay, so unfortunately here my front line already got fucked. So that's a problem, like your front line just expands on its own. It's like, it can't be fixed. This problem can't be fixed. Please just fucking stand your ground. Just all of you fuckers, stand your ground. entire army. Select all. Stand your fucking ground. Okay, so this is going quite well. And at some point they will start attacking me, but that's gonna be... Okay, Great Patriotic War. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I had no idea. So, because of Great Patriotic War, which I got 7 times, it almost removed the penalty for... Okay, sorry. Okay, so I had no idea. I just tested that it more or less works, but I didn't know there's an event here. So apparently, half the penalties from Great Purge are already removed because I'm fighting all the majors. I think for every major I fight, it just triggered, and I'm fighting like all of them. So it's like the greatest patriotic war. Okay, that's something, I guess. Right, let's just make sure everybody moves. For some reason I think I forgot to tell them to move. Yeah, just move like that. Just everybody should keep moving until I find some resistance. I expect Poland and Romania to attack me, but that's gonna take a while. How many divisions do they have? 4 divisions, and 2 of them I can see, so let's just try to... No, let's not get into fights, let's just go straight for Riga. That's probably better. Oh, come on! Stop this nonsense! Like, why is it expanding the front line automatically? It's just such bullshit. It's just such bullshit. It's not even close. Like, just jump over the lake for no reason. Okay, there's actually some forts here, which is quite sweet. So we could actually defend on those 2 forts. The fort is... What's the level of the fort? Level 2 and probably level 2. Okay, so they're not amazing forts, but it's better than nothing. And I see Finland is only interested in defending the entire border. Well, actually I don't have troops up north, so they're gonna take some land here. Up to Murmansk even. That's totally fine. I need to get the Baltics first, so... right.